en harto, ¿no? Pero así es, tienes que pasar por todo lo que te cae de frente. No, porque en el pueblo los copió. Había cosas que estaban pasando. El pueblo dijo, no es, queremos. Eso es significativo ya, para empezar, ya te debes de jugar, ya adentro es otro pedo. Sí.
Buenos días, damas y caballeros. Juan Mendoza reportando aquí en vivo para Noticias La Frontera, aquí en Laredo, Texas, donde esta mañana, el día de Memorial Day, estamos aquí en el cementerio de la ciudad, donde funcionarios van a honrar a los veteranos estadounidenses y a los héroes caídos que han sacrificado sus vidas para darnos nuestras libertades que tenemos aquí en este país. Como pueden ver, la ceremonia está a punto de comenzar en unos minutos, pero hay gente aquí esperando, veteranos y muchas familias que están aquí reunidos el día de hoy para la ocasión aquí del Memorial Day. Estas celebraciones no son vistos más en Laredo, son vistos nacionalmente, pero aquí en Laredo estamos viendo mucho apoyo por los veteranos y los héroes caídos, como he mencionado, que han sacrificado sus vidas para asegurar que la gente en este país podía tener las libertades que tienen aquí. Pero como he mencionado, en unos minutos empezará la ceremonia. Va a empezar a las 9 a tiempo de aquí, y ahorita pues la gente se está preparando. Pero estamos aquí, el cementerio aquí junto a la Laredo Medical Center, y pueden ver aquí todos los veteranos que han venido el día de hoy.
Que vienen las elecciones ya se aproximan, un año más,
Pues mientras que esperamos aquí para la ceremonia que comience, pues aquí, pues como pueden ver atrás de mí, hay varios funcionarios de la ciudad, incluyendo el congresista del distrito de aquí, Henry Cuellar, y funcionarios de concejales de toda la ciudad, y también pueden ver también atrás de mí el alcalde previo Pete Sands, que está teniendo aquí para conmemorar sus respetos y darle sus respetos a la comunidad de aquí y a los veteranos. Pero como he dicho, en unos minutos vamos a empezar. Ya llegó el alcalde. Ok, well, mientras que esperemos que comience la ceremonia, hablaré en inglés para las comunidades que hablan inglés. My name is Juan Mendoza. I'm here reporting live in Laredo, Texas at the city cemetery, where today for Memorial Day, the city is holding a ceremony to honor veterans and fallen heroes that have sacrificed their lives to ensure that people here can have the freedoms in the United States. Actually, I think the ceremony is about to commence, so this around. So I was saying, Memorial Day is a huge holiday, not just here in Laredo, but in the whole country. It's like I said, it's the day where Americans pay respects to those who have given their lives and sacrificed a lot just to make sure that they have the freedoms that we have in this country. There's many people here attending right now, with more arriving soon. Many of the city officials, including Congressman Henry Cuellar and the council members, as well as the previous mayor Pete Sands is here, and the current mayor Victor Treviño as well will be in attendance. Like I said, we're setting up, well, they're setting up right now, and they will get started in a few minutes. But as you can see, it's a great sunny day here in Laredo, Texas, so it's great weather for this occasion. But like I said, we're here at the city cemetery, located right here next to Laredo Medical Center here. And we've been seeing veterans from many different U.S. wars come here, and people here have been paying respects to all of these people that served to preserve their liberties here in the U.S. I guess they're gonna get started soon.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. First of all, I want to thank everybody for being out here with us today. And before I do anything, I want to present our 3 Gold Star mothers and have the girls put on a corsage for them. Would you please stand up, Mrs. Gold Star mothers? Our Gold Star mothers are Juana Maria Rodriguez, Cecilia Arizola, Elizabeth Holguín Espinosa. At this time, our American Legion will post colors. Lupe.
Detail. Forward. Forward. Mark. Forward, march.
this time, Reverend or Deacon come forward and do the invocation. Deacon Jerry Morales.
Good morning. As we call unto God, we ask for His Holy Spirit to be present among us, to give us the blessing we need, the healing that we need. So I say, oh God, your spirit of wisdom fills the earth and all of us, and teaches us your ways. Look upon us this Memorial Day, as we remember all our fallen soldiers, their families, as they lie in this earth. They have passed from death to life in company with you, Lord Jesus. You died and resurrected to us for a new day for all of us. We ask your blessing today. We ask you to give us joy, to give us happiness, to heal our bodies with your gentle hands of love, and one day to meet our brothers and sisters in heaven with you. Amen.
Our national anthem will be sung by our former mayor, Mayor Pete Sainz.
Please join me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now, Mary Lou Villarreal will read the poem Flanders Field.
Good morning, everyone. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses row and row. That marker placed, and in the sky, the lark still bravely singing, fly. Scars hurt among the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, fell down, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up a curl with a foe. To you from fading hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Field. By John McCrae. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest, the Honorable Congressman Henry Cuellar. Representing County Judge Tano Tijerina is Commissioner Jesse Gonzalez. Our mayor called in and he was not able to attend today. At this time, I would like to recognize City of Laredo members. Daisy Campos Rodriguez, Commissioner Jesse Gonzalez, Commissioner John Galo, City of Laredo Joseph Neep, of course our former Mayor Pete Sainz, and also Constable Lupio Gomez. I would also like to recognize our Gold Star sister, Ms. Shelo Montalvo. Councilwoman just arrived, Melissa Cigarroa. At this time, I would like for our guest speaker, Tomas Rodriguez, to come up, but before he does, I want to have Commissioner. He's going to say a bio on our guest speaker.
Good morning. A native of Laredo, Tomas M. Rodriguez Jr. is a 1960 graduate of St. Joseph Academy. After graduation, he attended Texas A&M College, now Texas A&M University. He was a member of the Marine Corps of Cadets and was able to attend and complete the United States Marine Corps Platoon Leaders class boot camp between his junior and senior year. In May of 1964, he received a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering. Upon graduation, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant of the United States Marine Corps. Attended and completed the Basic Officers Training and Combat Engineering School and began his first tour duty in Vietnam. Tomas served as 3rd Platoon Commander, C Company, 3rd Engineer Combat Battalion, 3rd Marines Amphibious Force. His duties as Platoon Commander included searching and disarming mines and booby traps, as well as the use of explosives in offensive and defensive operations. Unfortunately, he was wounded by an anti-vehicle mine explosion on March 11, 1966. On March 24, 1966, while recovering, news of his father's death caused him to return to Laredo and not return to active duty. With the loss of his father and his continued rehabilitation from his war injury, he stepped into the leadership role to continue the family business, Rodriguez Pipe and Steel Company. In 1967, Tomas joined the Marine Corps Reserve. While in the reserve, he served as a platoon commander, executive officer, company commander and battalion S3 operations officer, and he was promoted to major in 1970, lieutenant colonel in 1980, and retired from the Marine Corps Reserve in 1989. Tomas was the Del Mar Water Conservation District Manager in 1983, Assistant Utilities Director for the City of Laredo in 1991, Water Utilities Director for the City of Laredo in 1991, Senior Engineer for Mejia Engineering Company in 1996, Water Utilities Director for Webb County in 1997, Webb County Engineer in 1999, and finally Director of the Utilities Department for the City of Laredo in 2007. He retired from the City of Laredo on July 3rd, 2015. He always believed that failure was a success turned inside out, and overcame his share of failure. His military achievements are as follows: the Bronze Star with Combat with Valor, the Purple Heart with 1 star, the Navy Commendation Medal with a Combat with Valor, Combat Action Ribbon, the Navy Presidential Unit Citation with 2 stars, the National Defense Service Medal, the Vietnam Service Medal, the Republic of Vietnam Gallant Cross Unit Citation, and the Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to our local hero, Mr. Tomas Rodriguez.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning. Gold Star mothers, honored guests, veterans, and Laredo's honoring our fallen comrades on this Memorial Day. We thank the city of Laredo for the beautiful improvements they have made to the cemetery and for hosting the ceremony. Today we honor the men and women who made the supreme sacrifice for our country and our freedom. Memorial Day is celebrated at Arlington National Cemetery, in which a small American flag is placed on each grave and a wreath is placed at the tomb of the unknown soldier. We follow the same tradition. Laredo has a proud history of patriots. We have served our country with distinction and honor. Our Laredo fallen veterans have served in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Mediterranean, the Gulf War, Grenada, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq, and other conflicts. They have fought with the best and have been instrumental in reversing the outcome of the battle from defeat to victory. It comes from our mothers and fathers who have instilled the courage to fight for the freedom and protect our families. We have brave women and men who have served and fought battles in the air, ground, and sea. It is men like you and women like you that have the strength and fortitude to make it happen. Without you, we could not be victorious. I salute our Gold Star mothers for the hardship that they have endured, their strength, and the love they have given. We have honored our fallen brothers of all wars. We now grieve for Eduardo Sheffield, Luis Delgado, Michael Paul Barrera, Juan Rodrigo Rodriguez Velasco, David Lee Espinosa, and Roberto Arizola Jr., who valiantly gave their lives in the Persian Gulf, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, and Iraq wars. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen comrades. We also honor the living veterans for the heroic sacrifices made while serving our country. You are part of that elite group that were able to overcome the enemy and all the hardships that come with war. One of the most important men in the platoon is a Navy corpsman in the Marine Corps or a medic in the Army. They gave medical attention under enemy fire to an injured person. They saved lives by closing a wound or applying a tourniquet. Anyone in an infantry unit was in constant danger. How about those assigned to a four-man control on a reconnaissance mission for 2 to 3 weeks? Were you part of the Green Berets or Airborne Division? Were you a helicopter pilot or a gunner with a mission to land on a hot LZ? Or in an infantry unit making a vertical assault, landing on a hot LZ? Anyone assigned to an artillery battery also shared many dangerous moments while providing direct support to an infantry battalion. Truck drivers were very crucial for our ground troops because they delivered sea rations in my time, they're MREs now, ammunition and other supplies. They were at risk all the time due to anti-vehicle mines, mortar, or artillery fire. They were lifesavers when they came to pick us up after 2 to 3 weeks on mission. How about those with an MOS of communication? They were also at risk. The enemy was looking for men that had a radio and an antenna sticking out of their backs. They were also looking for those in putting antennas at company, battalion, or division headquarters. Did you ever have guard duty at an ammunition bunker? You always ran the risk of incoming mortar fire or the enemy trying to infiltrate and dropping 4 pounds of TNT next to the bunker. If you were in the Air Force, were you a jet pilot on a mission over enemy territory? Or did you have to disengage or disarm a bomb from a jet that received direct hits from a combat mission? If you were in the Navy, were you on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier as part of an emergency crew, waiting for a disabled jet to land? Our veterans from Afghanistan and Iraq went through very rough times. Our men and women faced the enemy that lived in the desert and mountains. They fought under severe heat during the day and cold nights. And eating at night with the sand is not nice because you kind of taste the sand every bite that you have with your meals. Those are some of the things they had to go through. Some duties were extremely dangerous and others were very unpleasant. If you were assigned to burn human waste, you know what I mean. I was a combat engineer looking for mine to move traps. We would go clear roads every day at 4:30 in the morning. We used a device used in the Korean War called an AMPRC-3, which detected metal, and AMPRC-4, which detected different soil. Each one used to weigh about 40 pounds. Then we found out that the Army had a 4-pound transistorized device. We were able to get one. No, we were able to get 12, and we were very happy, my men were, because then we didn't have to wear something that weighed 40 pounds and we used 4 pounds. My men got so efficient at it that we were selected to train the infantry and other personnel how to look for mines and booby traps. Unfortunately, one was missed, and that's how I got injured on the 11th month of my tour. I want you to know that I prayed every day, asking God that I didn't want to be scared. Remember, I was 22 years old at the time, and I was a platoon commander, and I had a lot of young men that were 18, 19, and 20 years old, and I had a couple of sergeants that were between the 28 and 35. And I want to make sure that I've made the right decisions. I also asked that I wanted to come back home. He granted both. I thank him every day. I lost 2 men from my platoon, Lance Corporal Stevens and Corporal Ronald Nelson. I will never forget them. Why did we volunteer for such a dangerous duty? Well, because we love our country and we're willing to defend it. We're very proud to be an American and believe in democracy. We will always be ready to defend and honor this country. Our fallen comrades believe in these principles. In closing, I thank our fallen heroes, our ghosts, our mothers, all veterans, every person that placed flags on our fallen heroes' graves, those that planned this ceremony, employees of the city of Laredo, the city manager, the mayor, the city council of Laredo, Webb County, and Webb County commissioners. God bless you all. Thank you.
Tráete tu microfoncito.
Al lado encima.
No.
Se ve puro pi.
Pues es que tú no sabes por qué. bueno, algo bueno.
At this time, I would like for Honorable Congressman Henry Cuellar to come up and say a few words.
Maybe just at the words that we just heard from Tommy were from experience and from the heart, and let's give him another applause for welfare. To the public officials, city, county that we have here, our former mayor also, and to the brave Gold Star mothers, Juana Maria Rodriguez, Cecilia Rizola, Lisbeth Olguin Espinosa, we say thank you and we honor you. And to the good people of Laredo, veterans who have worn the cloth of our nation, service members who continue to do so, and all who are with us today. Under this vast sky that shelters a nation born from the spirit of liberty, we convene here to express our deep respect this Memorial Day. This day gives us pause. We come together to remember, to honor, and to celebrate those men and women who laid down their lives for the freedoms that we hold so dear. As we look back, we remember the brave souls from the storm-ridden beaches of Normandy to the harsh mountains of Afghanistan to the deserts of Iraq, and all were heard the call of duty. These brave individuals, standing tall amidst trials and tribulations, showcased an extraordinary bravery and an unwavering belief in the principles that form our nation's core. Their tales are not just history, but rather are an integral part of our nation's identity, who we are as Americans, imprinted on the heart of all America, each individual persons. Our heroes were our children, they were our parents, they were our friends, and they were our neighbors. Today we remember them not just for their courage in uniform, but also for the dreams they held, the hopes they fostered, and the love that they shared. The debt that we owe these heroes cannot be measured, but our gratitude and our respect for them shall endure forever. Today we honor them by upholding our commitment to liberty, equality, and justice, standing true to the ideals that they entrusted to us. Let us not forget the families who paid that price. The Gold Star mothers, fathers, partners, children whose sorrow is never ending and whose love remains boundless. We share in your grief and we stand beside you in your loss. As we look at this Memorial Day, let us strive to live in a manner that's befitting their sacrifice. May we never forget that our moments of freedom are paid for their value. Let us aspire as a nation to nourish unity, maintain peace, and uphold justice to honor their legacy. May their bravery continue to kindle our spirit, their sacrifice remind us of our freedom's cost, and their memory forever will light our nation's path. To conclude, I again ask you for a moment of silence, a moment to remember the fallen, to honor their sacrifice, to ponder upon the freedoms their service has bestowed upon us. Thank you, and may God bless you, our service members, our veterans, and may God continue to bless this beautiful country that we call the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congressman. Before I go any further with the roll call of our fallen heroes, I would like to thank first of all our Laredo bikers for opening up our program every year. Would you please stand up? As you all know, putting an event like this is not an easy task. Before I came into the picture last year, Jesus Chuy Cantu was the one that was spearheading this program and also the Veterans Day programs. But 2 years ago, he had a stroke and is currently in a military hospital in McAllen, Texas. He is one veteran who dedicated 15, 20 years to these events. And we ask for your prayers so that maybe he can be with us next year. I also want to thank City of Laredo Parks and Leisure, Anita Stanley and her crew, John Orfila, Laredo Parks, and also Cemetery Director David Paredes for putting all this together. May I have a round of applause for that? As Tomas mentioned about the wars, a lot of the roll call, well, all the roll call members that we have today paid the ultimate sacrifice. We had other veterans from Laredo who almost were going to be on that list. And these people are called Purple Heart recipients. I know that behind me I have Roque Vela, Purple Heart recipient, Tomas, our guest speaker, and if there is any other Purple Heart recipients, please stand up. Sir?
Countdown.
Palacios, I'm sorry, Mr. Palacios, he's also Purple Heart. Very active with the veterans community at our VA clinic. Mr. Palacios takes, he used to take back and forth members from the clinic to the hospitals in San Antonio and Corpus. At this time, I would like to start our roll call, and I will start off with World War I by Purple Heart recipient Roque Vela.
Good morning, warriors. Also mothers, the general public that comes and pay tribute to those that we're paying tribute today like we have done for many, many years. It gives us an acknowledgement that this will continue on for a very long time. Thank you for being here. World War I, Maurice Akabas, George Bigden, Adam Bold, Moises Carrejo, Jack Carrillo, Alfred Farsnu, Leonardo Diaz, Luis F. Folsom, William Ford, Francisco Garcia, Benjamin Hastings, William H. Lake, Milas Little, Edmundo Lopez, Luke W. Loftus,
Lorenzo Rendon, J.P. Rossi, Justin K. Smith, Harold Smith, Huey Tillman, Percy R. Lynch, Charles E. Woodall, Jose Ibarra, Jose Zamora, and Medal of Honor winner from Laredo, David Barkley Cantu. Again, thank you for being here.
Now we follow by World War II veterans that paid the ultimate sacrifice, led off by Doc Elford. And please, two or more of the World War II readers, please stand next to Mr. Elford so you can follow.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen and fellow veterans. It is an honor to be here today celebrating the lives of our heroes who are no longer here, but we must not forget our friends south of the border that came to our aid after Pearl Harbor. Our President Franklin Delano Roosevelt and the Mexican President Villa Camacho agreed to charge it on the war of the Axis of the war. They came forward with Squadron 201 and with 126 men from Laredo. 15% of those came from across the river. They came to fight for this country. Some of the World War II veterans: Guillermo Abrego, John B. Alexander, Juan Alvarez, Enrique Ambrose, Joseph Roger Ambrin, Jesus F. Ayala, Jesus Chapa Padillo, Daniel Pereira, Paul Bruman, Leland E. Beard, Benigno Benitez Jr., William Bledsoe, Edward C. Bubel, Andrew J. Brubaker, and Reno Canales Jr. I salute them.
Continue with World War II. Jose C. Ramon, Pedro V. Ramos, E. Richard, Calvin Earl Ralph, Charles E. Ralph, Gary S. Richter, H. J. Richter, Jose Rentena, Domingo Reyes, Alejandro Reina, Guillermo Rodriguez Jr., Romero Rodriguez Army, Romero Rodriguez Navy, Salomon Rafael, Domingo Sainz.
Continue in World War II. Jerónimo Medina, Domingo Mendoza, Enrique Mendoza, Jerónimo Mendoza, Antonio Picasa Mercado, Alvin B. Miller, Constantine Mims Jr. Oh, sorry. Okay. Héctor S. Molina, Ernesto Montoya, Francisco R. Mora, Ross M. Morales, Jesus W. Moreno, Robert F. Mum, Jose Maria Munoz, Jose L. Munoz.
Good morning. We're going to continue with World War II at this time. Raulita Murphy, Thomas W. Murphy, Joseph Naranjo, Baltazar Portales Nieto, Harold Novak, Fred C. Ochoa, Horacio M. Palacios, Horacio F. Palacios, Horacio J. Palacios, Socrates J. Pampas, Manuel Pedrosa, Ignacio Peña, José M. Peña, Patricio M. Peña, Waldo A. Peña.
World War II, Cecil Cavazos, Rodolfo Cavazoa, Andrés Cisneros, Jesús J. Chapa, Robert F. Clark, John C. Conley, Joaquin Cortez, Jerry E. Cromwell, Frank E. Connery Jr., Eduardo R. Davila, Robert L. Davis, Luis G. Degollado, Eduardo Diego de la Chica, Cristóbal de la Chica, José de la Paz. Alfonso del Barrio, José de León, Pascual de León, Pedro de León, Trinidad Díaz, Jesús Dima, Emil Duyu, Art Donahue, Juan Donato, Kate Bray, Richard L., Manuel Escamilla, Cantú Escobedo, Luis Estrada, José Joseph A. Reichner.
World War II, James Pasnat, Alfonso Flores, Alfredo Flores, Candelario Flores, Dolores Flores, Gilberto Flores, Reyes Flores Jr., Socorro Flores, Louis Foster, José Gallegos, Conrado Gamboa, George A. Gaona, Alfredo García, Conrado García y Erasmo García.
Continuation of World War II, Albert J. Mann, Ingrid Marinos, Peter Marinos, Cruz L. Márquez, Alberto G. Martínez, Alejo Martínez, Antonio Martínez, Francisco Martínez, Jesse Martínez, Julio Martínez, Jesús U. Martínez, Víctor P. Martínez, Salvador Mascorro, Harold L. McFarland.
World War II, Joe P. Hogan, Martín Jaime, Gilberto M. Juárez, Joe Kirkpatrick, Mario Leal, Robert L. Lear, Thomas Leary, Antonio Lerma, David Lesnar, Federico Linares, Philip Lisner, Everardo Montes López, Enrique Luna, Fred Luna, George Baker.
World War II, Pedro L. Peña, Pedro L. Pérez, Simón R. Pérez, Antonio Picasso, Delmar D. Polak, Joaquín Ponce, Roy C. Presas, Louis Custer, Walter R. Quinn, Juan G. Quintero, Julián G. Quintero, Herman L. Raines, Francisco S. Ramirez, Francisco R. Ramirez, Trinidad R.
Ramírez.
Continuation with World War II, Ernesto Guajardo, Frank E. Hersey, Gilberto Guerra, Luis B. Guerra, Luis D. Guerra, Luis P. Guerra, Margarito J. Guerrero, Noah B. Guevara, Carlos P. Gus, Santiago R. Gutierrez, Edward F. Haynes, James L. Hearn, Florentino B. Hernández, Salvador T. Hernández, Santiago Hernández.
Continuation of World War II. Teofo Gil, Arnold González, Arnulfo González, Arturo González, Bernardino González, Ernesto González, Fulgencio R. González, Héctor González, Jesús González, Juan González, Manuel P. González, Pedro González, Jack Goss, Robert Graham, and Julian Granados.
Continuation, World War II veterans, Esteban Garcia Jr., Jose Garcia Jr., Pablo Garcia, Reinaldo Garcia, Tomás Garcia, Amado R. Garza, Antonio Garza, Faustino Garza, Felix Garza Jr., Felipe Garza, Guadalupe H. Garza, Jesús Manad Garza, Jesús D. Garza, Vicente Garza Jr., Blas Antonio Hill.
World War II, Alfred Sanchez, Raymond J. Sanchez, Santiago Sanchez Jr., Manuel S. Sandoval, Thomas O. Scott, Scott Leslie Skaggs, Irby J. Smith Jr., B.A. Smith, Valente J. Solis, James F. Sun, Luz Sosa, Luis Stern, Marion Rendon Tarvin Jr., C.M. Team, Jose M. Treviño, Juan A. Treviño, Ricardo S. Urdiales, Lauro E. Uribe, Cipriano S. Vaca, Luis Valls, Jose W. Vasquez Jr., Adolfo Villarreal, Robert Volpe, Hinton B. Wright, Jose Ibarra, Ricardo Zea. This concludes World War II.
And now we will have the roll call of our fallen heroes from Korea, Mr. Lucio and Mr. Neto Sanchez.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will proceed for our fallen heroes from the Korean War veterans as follows. Mariano Arredondo, Javier H. Ayala, Alfredo Cantú, Ricardo Castro, Joseph M. Castro, Lonnie M. Flowers, Paz Frostro, Humberto Garza, Luis Ibarra, Oscar González, José Roberto Gutiérrez, and Lucio Gutiérrez. Thank you very much.
Continue with the Korean War. Gustavo Hernández, Francisco A. Izquierdo, Amado Leal, Quintín Maravillo, Romero M. Martinez, Jesús Mendiola, Oscar M. Morales, Arnoldo B. Reina, Alfredo Sánchez, José Sánchez, Cayetano Sosa. The following are the missing in action: Crescencio Garcia Jr., Rubén Garza, Paul H. Gloria, Herschel H. Rosell Jr., Alfredo T. Treviño, Julio Villarreal. And the last one, Ricardo Castor. His remains were found in Korea. They were brought to Laredo, and they were buried here in this beautiful cemetery. God bless them all.
And now I have former City Councilman and Marine Corps Vietnam veteran, Alfredo Agredano.
Vietnam. Major John Adams Avera, United States Army. Specialist 4, Florentino Cantu Jr., United States Army. Specialist 4, Juan Carrillo, United States Army. Chief Warrant Officer, Pedro Jaime Caudillo, United States Marine Corps. Master Sergeant Dieter Wander Dietz, United States Air Force. PFC Juan Flores Jr., United States Marine Corps. Sergeant Everardo Galindo Jr., United States Army. Specialist 4 Alejandro Garcia Jr., United States Army. PFC Antonio Garcia, United States Army. Captain Heriberto Arnaldo Garcia, United States Army. Sergeant Jose Sulustrano Garza, United States Army. PFC Juan Jose Gomez, United States Army. Specialist 4 Rodolfo Guadalupe Gonzalez, United States Army. That's the brother of General Montalvo, our Ghost Star sister. Specialist 5 Steven Hernandez, United States Army. Hospital Corpsman Armando Garza Leal Jr., United States Navy. Corporal Nathan James Mann, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Guadalupe Martinez, United States Army. Specialist 4 Juan Andres Martinez, United States Army. PFC Fidel Padilla, United States Marine Corps. Staff Sergeant Homero Perez, United States Army. Corporal William Val Bill Reed, United States Army. Specialist 4 Arturo Salazar, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Javier Arturo E. Sanchez, United States Marine Corps. First Lieutenant Jose Carlos Santos, United States Air Force. PFC Jorge Sosa, United States Marine Corps. Sergeant Ignacio Torres Jr., United States Army. Specialist 4 Reinaldo Lerma Torres Jr., United States Army. Specialist 4 Raul Villa, United States Army. During the Vietnam, we lost 28 Laredoans. 20 were from the Army, 5 the Marine Corps, 2 from the Air Force, and 1 from the Navy. May they rest in peace.
Our less fallen heroes from Persian Gulf, Desert Storm, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
Persian Gulf, Desert Storm, Eduardo Sheffield, and Luis Delgado.
Iraq and Afghanistan, Michael Paul Barrera, Roberto Arizola, Rodrigo Rodriguez, David Lee Espinosa.
Now we will have the Wreath of Fallen Heroes placement by Post Commander, American Legion Post Commander Jose Joe Gomez, and by our city manager, Joseph Deep. After the placement of the wreath, we will have our 21 gun salute. Remember, the shots are real loud, so be aware. Also, following that, we will have taps. You all may be seated. At this time, Maria Isabel Ramirez Stroud will read the poem last Monday in May.
A day of tribute, honor, and prayer to all those who left something there. Not only those who gave it all, but those who saw one fall. Those who were there and lost a friend have a memory that will never end. Not only today, but every day, they take the time to stop and pray. War is tragedy that you can't explain. Nobody knows who is to blame. The price to pay is way too high, especially when we say goodbye. Nobody in war ever dies alone, on the field or here at home. The military knocks at your door. I'm sorry, another casualty. What will ever pay the cost for the families that have suffered loss? When all is given for this nation, will a medal or a citation? The scars of war are not all. The scars of war are not on the skin. Instead, the heart buried deep within. Nothing anyone wants to talk about. Never able to pour it out. We're never the same as before. For war cripples our very core. We may come back in one piece, but our memories will never cease. So for this Monday in the month of May, take the time to reflect and time to pray. Remembering those who answered freedom's call. All gave some gave all. Yet in the midst of all this despair, when the world is so unfair, I find hope for life and only one. And that is God's very Son. He's the one who cares for me. Without him, I would not be. There's nothing greater than his grace. He's always there wherever I face. So trust him in all you do. He will always see you through. He'll never allow what you care. He'll never allow what you can't bear. He'll shelter you in his loving care. Thank you.
Before we have the benediction by Deacon Jerry Morales, again, I want to thank the crews from Laredo Parks and Leisure, Laredo Parks, John Orfila, Anita Stanley, and the crew from David Paredes for making this veteran cemetery the most, I don't want to say the most beautiful, but for making it look the way it does. It had never before been in this shape with this pavilion that was built by John Orfila, our flag, 50-foot flag, that is one of the few in Laredo, and my thanks to them again. At this time, our benediction from Jerry. Deacon Jerry Morales. Anybody see? Can I have Lupe Alvarez come and give a benediction?
Please uncover. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your presence. We pray for your presence. We thank you for our guests. We thank you for being here with us. We thank you for the honor. We thank you for the service, sacrifice, not only sacrifice of friends and family, but the suffering of our veterans. We keep it going. We keep that flag flying. And we keep blessing America. God bless America, let us free, home of the brave, because of the brave. Amen?
Now, former Mayor Pete Saenz, America the Beautiful.
Please join me as a tribute to our fallen heroes and the love of country that we have. We're all Americans. We stand together. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrim feet, whose stern impassioned stress a thoroughfare for freedom best across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thy every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. Long live the USA! Viva Laredo!
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much for those two beautiful songs. And now, closing remarks from our Post Commander, Jose Gomez.
Good morning. Today is Memorial Day, and we have come together to remember and recognize our fallen heroes. But to these three Gold Star mothers, every day is Memorial Day. A very small percent of the United States population serves in our armed forces to keep our country what it is, America the Beautiful. I ask you to live in peace and not forget those who are in harm's way. As Americans, we owe a debt of gratitude to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, as well as those who are presently serving our nation. I ask you for your prayers and thank you for being here this morning. On behalf of the American Legion Arturo T. Benavides Post 59, I thank all the other veterans organizations that are with us here today. And I think it's the time is, I will say it, that we come together and work towards having something more beautiful. Not that it's not. I want to thank Güero. I can't believe you did this almost by yourself, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
At this time, we are going to have Gilberto Gonzalez, VFW Commander, do a presentation of the history of the Battlefield Cross, followed by the unveiling and ribbon cutting by our three Gold Star mothers. Gilberto.
Thank you. You can take a seat. Memorial Day, as we know it today, was born as Decoration Day in Waterloo, New York, back in 1866, when Henry Wells, a local drugstore owner, suggested that all businesses close for one day to honor, in a solemn and patriotic manner, the fallen soldiers who lost their lives during the Civil War. A group of widows decorated fresh graves with wildflowers. The townspeople made wreaths and crosses to place upon the headstones. Flags waved proudly at half-staff, and an American tradition was born. Now, 157 years later, I stand before you on this proud day of remembrance and ask you that you join me in not only remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice for the good of this great nation, but in truly reflecting on their legacy. There has been no other nation on earth whose sacrifice has been greater than ours. Nowhere in the pages of history has there been a country before ours that has paid a higher price for the freedom of others. So as we stand together today, we're reminded of the true cost of freedom. While we as a nation mourn the lives lost, we celebrate the lives lived and are forever grateful. Above all, in an attempt to pay back our debt as American citizens, we also must not only remember the fallen, but it is our responsibility to teach our youth that nothing comes without a cost, and that sacrifices are meaningless without remembrance. The courage possessed by the men and women we honor today is something that cannot be learned. It is something that is felt deep within. The willingness to die for our beliefs is truly what makes America the home of the brave. The relatively few patriots who wear the cloth of our country live the life that they have grown accustomed to and thrust themselves into unfamiliar and dangerous territories, eager to succeed in their endeavors. Today, perhaps more so than any other day throughout the year, we set aside our personal beliefs regarding politics and war and unite in tribute and respect to all those who afforded us the very opportunity to gather freely today. And I will be remiss not to mention the families left behind. Their sacrifice is also felt, and they too have earned our gratitude and appreciation. And as we admire this beautiful work of art that we're going to unveil today, on this sacred day, as we stand united as a nation under Old Glory, the silent sentinel of freedom, we see the faces of our fallen embedded in our symbol of red, white, and blue. And we thank them, and them alone, for our nation's past, and for the hope and memories that continue to propel us into the future. God bless all the departed heroes, their families, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Now I would like to invite our 3 Gold Stars mothers to come up to the front of the venue so they can do the ribbon cutting ceremony. Time, please do the honors of doing the ribbon cutting. And now I will have the 3 Gold Star mothers walk over to our Gold Star monument so they can do the ribbon cutting over there also. Mary Lou, this is for the what's a surprise? John Rapida,
Ay, botón. ¿Qué quería hacer? Fíjate.
Please walk over to the Gold Star monument. Let me tell you a little story about this monument. This is something that Chuy Cantu had wanted for quite a while. About 8 months ago, John Orfila, Roque Vela, myself, and David Paredes, we had several meetings at John Orfila's office and came up with this design. It is a beautiful design. I would like to everybody to witness this monument front and back. I am proud to say that I chose section for each section. We all had a part in it, and everybody chose one section. And I think it's a monument that really outstands for the city of Laredo. And this is in honor of all our Gold Star members. Go ahead. Y'all have a chance to just walk behind the monument before you leave and see how beautiful the other side is also. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our event here. We have tacos, sodas, agua, whatever you wish to drink, we have it up there. Thank you so much.
Hero.
Everybody,
How you doing there, Chippy?
Eso ha sido el día de hoy, la ceremonia para el Día Memorial. Les voy a enseñar la parte de atrás del Gold Star Monument.
Ahora sí. Vámonos.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Pues como pueden ver, vino mucha la comunidad de Laredo aquí para dar sus respetos a los veteranos y los héroes caídos que se murieron para preservar las libertades de este país. Voy a tener la nota escrita disponible para ustedes pronto, pero hasta entonces me llamo Juan Mendoza, reportando para Noticias en la Frontera aquí en Laredo, Texas. I'll say that just in English, just before I finish the stream. So that's the ceremony right now for Memorial Day. A lot of the people here in the community came here to pay their respects to the veterans and fallen heroes here that sacrificed their time and lives to preserve liberty in the country. I'll have the written note later available at the website, but for now, this is Juan Mendoza reporting here in Laredo, Texas for Noticias en la Frontera.